Okay, moving on. Quite often customers ask what fabrics do we recommend using to make our rag rugs. Generally speaking, if it's washable, you can use it. You might consider using corduroy. Wide rail corduroy is amazing. It's just so beautiful and I love working with it. How about denim? Recycle those denim jeans. Wow, you can get those at garage sales for fairly inexpensively in the summer months particularly, and just rip them down. Cut them into your 2-inch strips and work them into these wonderfully durable denim rugs. Boys really like those in their rooms. Wool's another choice, and I've got a wool rug here. Just remember, when you're working with wool, you need to make sure that you don't dry the fabric or it'll melt. So you can wash this, just don't dry it. Oh wow, flannel. Flannel's a great one. Animals love flannel rugs. So be prepared. You complete your flannel rug, I guarantee your cat or your dog is going to find that rug and claim it for its own. Fleece is another one. The only thing I worry about fleece is the fact that it does have a lot of stretch to it, so you need to get control of your tension when you're making your rugs before you work into a project with fleece. Okay, many of you call asking how I recommend cutting the fabrics. As I shared earlier, this is the perfect craft to use up all those piles of leftover fabrics from earlier sewing or craft or quilting projects. Your husband's going to love you when you start using up all those piles that are taking up valuable space in that craft room. There are many ways you might consider cutting your fabric. You can tear the fabric if you like. That's the way they did it in the good old days. But it's not a favorite method as far as I'm concerned because it leaves a lot of threads. And in fact, when you've got a big pile of these strips, the threads on it can easily get tangled, and before you know it, all those strips are all tangled up together in a big pile. Secondarily, you might consider just cutting the fabric using a pair of sharp shears. Ginger shears are my favorite, and you might invest in a good pair of shears, and coincidentally we do sell these on our website. But these are wonderfully sharp shears, and you're going to get a lot of mileage out of these. Probably the most popular method of cutting your fabric in preparation to make a rag rug is using a rotary cutter and mat. And this is an Olfa mat. I just love it. It's a perfect size. You can position your rug on it. And there are many different sizes of rotary cutters and replacement blades. This happens to be the Olfa brand, and this is a 60 millimeter as opposed to a 45. They're both good. It doesn't really matter what size you use, but this is going to allow you to cut your fabric with ease and cut through a lot of fabric, and so that the time necessary to prepare the fabric is minimal. A commonly asked question is, how do I launder my rug? These rugs are very, very durable and can definitely be machine washed and dried. In fact, we really are proud to be able to say that to our customers. Having said that, I do recommend treating them with a little tender loving care so that they will last a lifetime. For that reason, we recommend washing them minimally. In between launderings, you might consider throwing them into your dryer for 4 or 5 minutes. The heat of the dryer will actually re-energize the fiber, fluffing them back up where they've been trampled on in a high traffic area, and will remove any accumulated debris that has settled on them. If you have pets in your house, you might have some pet fur that settled on them, or dust or whatever. But by putting them back in the dryer, I'll actually remove that, fluff them back up, and your rug will be restored. When the rug actually needs to be laundered, be sensitive to the size and weight of the rug on your washer drum. Smaller rugs should be just fine, but your larger rugs, I would recommend you instead throw them in a large tub or perhaps your bathtub. Soak them in some gentle detergent. And if you want to have some fun with it, take off your socks, roll up your pant legs, and squish them, making sure that detergent squishes through the fiber and really gives it a nice deep cleaning. Allow to drip dry, then lay the rug flat to dry, shaping just a bit. Turn the rug over. Once the rug is thoroughly dry, spray front and back with a thin coat of Scotch Guard. This will help protect it from too much accumulation of debris. It's really easy, and this will help your rugs last a lifetime.